Hi guys, my name is Bex and welcome back to my channel, and thank you very much for being here. I am so sorry I have not been around, so happy 2015. Happy 2017. I hope you're having a fabulous year. Look, it's not been that great so far. I've had a lot of exams due, but I'm slowly plodding along. But I'm finally here to bring you a video, and today I will be bringing you the Netflix book tag. I was tagged to do the Netflix book tag by Jade from Jady Ray Reads, and she is fabulous, she is wonderful, her hair is fantastic if you have not seen it. So I will link her video down below, go check it out and subscribe to her channel because she's fantastic. I am also going to be doing these questions with absolutely no preparation. I'll be pulling them off my bookshelf and showing you them straight away. So let's jump right in. And the first question is, most recently watched. What is the last book you finished? The last book I finished is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J Maas, and I finished this one on the 2nd of January, and as you can tell, I haven't read a lot this month. So I read A Court of Mist and Fury. I absolutely loved A Court of Mist and Fury. I didn't know if I was going to read it, but Jade convinced me to read it, and I did, and I do not regret a second. I am resand trash. Didn't think I would be because I love Tam, but I regret nothing. He's just a man, isn't he? And I loved every second of this book with him, his backstory, so good. And Feyre's development in this one. I will do a talk with this book later in the month, I think, so you can I can share my thoughts with you guys. It's what I love to do. Question 2 is top picks. Pick a book that has been recommended to you because you liked another book. And I don't have the book with me that I've been recommended, but I enjoyed Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur, and I have been recommended The Princess Saves Herself in this one by Amanda Lovelake. If I can insert a picture, it'll be there. If not, imagine it. And Milk and Honey was a book of poetry that I enjoyed. Now, I didn't love it as much as other people did, but I've been recommended it by a few people, so I'm excited to see what it's about and see if I have the same feelings that I did for Milk and Honey, so we shall see. Question 3 is recently added. What is the last book you bought? And the last book I bought actually isn't on my shelf yet, but I literally just opened the package, so they're right in front of me. And I purchased 2 books. So I purchased Tomorrow When the War Began by John Marsden, and this is a book that I'm basically going back into my past of reading to get this one. Now, I read Tomorrow When the War Began when I was in grade 8 in high school. It was a mandatory read for school, so I didn't love it as much as I would have if I was not forced to read it. But Tomorrow When the War Began is a great story. It is about a group of friends that go on a trip, and basically when they get home, their country has been invaded, it's also set in Australia, which is, I love Australia, it's where I live. And it's basically them fighting back from the invasion, and it's just really exciting, it's adventurous, the characters are wonderful. So I want to do a reread because I'm not forced to do it, and see what I think of this one now. And I think it'll make a big impact because I remember liking the book when I read it the first time, but now I love reading. It's a different story, and I want to dive back into the whole series this time, and I think there's like 8 books or something. So the second book I bought on this little hauly thingy, and this is only half of them, the rest of them are still on order, is Maximum Ride manga by James Patterson. And I've heard so much about Maximum Ride. Pierre from Pierre Ford reads Maximum Ride and done multiple videos of these, and I love watching her videos. So I thought I'd pick it up. Now, I didn't want to pick up the main books because I like pictures, so I picked up the manga, and I'm not even sorry that I'm going to read this one first. Although, if you suggest that I don't read this one first and I read the novels, let me know. But I haven't read a manga before. I've read comic books and graphic novels, but this is next level, so I can't wait to dive into this one as well. Question 4 is popular on Netflix, and this one is pick a book that you have read and pick a book that you haven't read that everybody is talking about. So as for books that I have read that everyone is talking about, I'm gonna do a big cop out here and just say A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J Maas, because everyone's still talking about it and I can't think of anything right now. Sorry. As for books that I haven't read that everyone is talking about, Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. Also haven't read An Ember in the Ashes, or question 5 is comedy. Find a funny book. And can't even say this. I'm sorry, I don't have a comedy pick. I don't know. Okay, I've made my choice. For comedy, pick a funny book. I have chosen The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater, and I was specifically laughing out loud in this book because there's one section where Blue is suspended from school because she's naughty. Whatevs. Ronan's got this banter back with her that's just freaking funny and fantastic, and I think he's like, he said something like, "Blue, you asshole," and it's funny, and just, this book's really funny. So yes, this is my comedy choice. Question 6 is drama. Name a character in a book that is a drama queen or drama king. My pick for drama queen is Annalise from the Half Wild book from the Half Bad series by Sally Green. This bitch. I can't even describe how much I hate her. But she's a drama queen the whole time. She's just... oh. So basically, Annalise over-dramatizes everything in Half Wild. She isn't a great character in Half Bad, but in the second book it's just much worse, and I don't like her. Question 7 is animation. Pick a book with cartoons on the cover, and I don't have any books with cartoons on the cover that I'm aware of. I checked them, but no cartoons. Now I know these aren't cartoons, so don't get at me, but this is about all I've got. They're illustrations, I get it, I know, but that's about the most cartoonish thing I've got at the moment. Question 8 is name a book or series that you would like to reread, and every year I do a reread of The Hunger Games, and I know Jade's sitting there like, Becky, you mentioning them again, and yes I am, Jade. The Hunger Games Catching Fire and Mockingjay, I read it every year. It is fantastic. I love the characters. Peter is my favourite because he is a beautiful, beautiful soul, and Katniss doesn't deserve him. Ooh, unpopular opinions today too. Number 9 is documentaries, and that is to find a book that you would recommend to everyone that is non-fiction. And currently I am reading I Am Malala by Malala Yousafzai. Oh, sorry. And it's also with Patricia McCormick. And this one is a non-fiction, I believe, and it's about a girl named Malala who fought for her right to be educated, and basically the Taliban came and shot her. So this is a true story about her life, and she survived, which is just great. And she is also the youngest winner of the Nobel Peace Prize, so I definitely recommend you read her story. Number 10 is action, and that is pick an action-packed book. Can you even say the same answer as Jade? Nah, stuff it. Jade's right. I'm going to answer the same as her, and that is Illuminae and Gemina by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. So, Illuminae and Gemina are nothing but action. They're action from the first sentence. They're action to the last sentence. And I loved every second of these books. If you have not read them, do so please, because I want to discuss them with you. I want to discuss them with everyone. They're so freaking good. Illuminae was my favourite. Gemina, I gave a 4.5 stars, I think. But there is nothing... You don't stop during these books. It's just action, action, action. And I love every second of this. And last but not least, question 11 is a new release that you are excited to read. And I don't know whether that means it's actually been released or not. There are a few new releases that I'm excited to read. The first one is A Court of War and Ruin by Sarah J Maas, which is the third book in the Court of Thorns and Roses trilogy. And I'm also really excited to read Caraval by Stephanie Garber, which comes out on the 31st of January. I already received an ARC and read it, but I would like to read the full copy very, very soon. So when that comes out, I will get my hands on it. And I definitely recommend it to everyone. It's got magic, it's got mystery, it's got romance, it's got just everything that you want in a book. It's the Night Circus-esque, but I find it so much better. Sorry. But yes, so Akawar and Caraval are my new releases that I would like to read. Do they have to be released? I've given you ones that aren't released, but if you would like to know a new release that I'd like to read that is released, I'm going to choose The Diabolic by S.J. Kincaid, and this one came out in November, but I have not read it just yet. And that is all from me for the Netflix book tag. Thank you again to Jade for tagging me in this one. And thank you guys for sticking with me for another year. I can't wait to bring some new things out to you. I may be a bit absent sometimes because I've got some uni stuff to do, but I will try to film as much as possible for you guys. And let me know if you want any specific content down below. Some people to do the Netflix tag if you have not done it already, or if you would like to. And I'm going to tag Erina from Erina Reads, Nicole from A Reading is Therapy. I am also going to be tagging Amelia at Coffee Chatter. And that is all I'm going to be tagging today. I hope you enjoyed this video very, very much. And if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you would like to see more and haven't already, and chat to me down in the comments. I love to hear from you guys, and let me know what you thought of my answers to all these questions. That's all from me today, guys. I will see you next time. Bye!